Alright, so now we are learning a second lid for our masu box. Alright, now just like the other one that I've showed you, the diamond shaped one, okay, your lid will need to be folded from a sheet of paper an eighth larger. So, well, rather, the box needs to be an eighth smaller. Let me rephrase. Okay, so I used a 7-inch square for the box. I'm using an 8-inch square for the lid. Okay, 1/8 smaller for the box. All right. Now this one is called a star shape, although I swear it looks more like a pinwheel myself. Okay, and this we're going to be here to learn how to do today. All right. Now, much like the diamond shape, it's going to actually be extremely similar, just a few different folds to make the pattern on the top. And as such, is also going to be extremely similar to how we folded the masu box itself. All right. So here is my 8-inch sheet of paper. Okay. Now we're going to start by folding this in thirds, both directions. Okay. Which I'm going to admit I am not the best at doing this. So let's see if it goes easier this time, huh? Okay, looks like it did, yeah. Alright, so thirds in one direction, see? Alright, now once we've got a thirds in one direction, it's actually remarkably easy to do thirds in the other direction. We take a corner, fold up to one of the lines we just did, alright? And then crease right here, alright? And then you take that and fold it over to where the crease hits the top edge, and we make your straight crease. Alright, see? And now we have a square that's been folded into thirds both directions. Alright? Now we need to fold and crease in half. Okay? But we're not going to crease all the way. We're only going to crease the edges. So let me show you. Alright? Fold it over so it's in half, like so. Alright? Crease the top edge. Alright? And then you go down and you crease the bottom edge. So you actually end up with something like this. No lines in the center. Okay? We're going to need to do this all four sides, so we're going to need to do this both directions. Alright? So, fold and crease. Go down and crease again. Alright? Now we're going to use these folds we just made, these creases. We're going to fold the corners to the center. Okay? Alright. Yeah. And we're going to need to do this all four corners. Alright? Okay. You end up with this. Alright? Now we're going to flip it over and do the exact same set of folds. Okay? So, we're going to fold, increase, go down, increase, rotate, fold, increase, and fold, increase. Alright, and you end up with something like this. Alright, and then we're going to fold the corners in just like we did before. Alright. You can see here the creases from where we originally made those third folds, right? Where we folded the original square in thirds. We're going to need to re-crease along those creases, all four sides. Alright? Alright, see? Like this. Okay, we're going to end up with this. Alright, now we're going to flip it over, and it's time to do the design on the top. Okay, now it's time to create this star or pinwheel, whatever you want to call it, design on top. Alright, so we're going to take these inner corners, and we're going to fold it to the corner made by those folds we just made. So we're going to fold it up like this, alright, see? Okay, and then we're going to take one edge and fold it to that fold. Alright, so we end up with this, and then we're going to unfold that original fold. So we actually end up with this. Alright, we're going to need to do this on all four sides. So we fold out, okay? Now, you need to make sure you're always folding the same side. Okay, so if you always fold the left, you always fold the left. Alright? That way, when you unfold, it creates the pinwheel effect, or the star shape, whatever you want to call it. Alright? Alright. See? Alright. Now we're down to the final few folds before the lid is finished. So we're going to flip it back over. And just like we did for the original masu box, unfold two sides, and fold the other two sides in, and then unfold so they're standing up. So we end up with this. Alright? Now we're going to take these 2 points, we're going to fold them in. So we fold up, alright? At which point these parts right here will collapse, up, over, and down. Alright? We're going to do the same thing on this side. Alright? Fold up, over, and down. Alright. At which point you will end up with a nice lovely lid. Alright?